Hi guys, it's Emily from Novell Novels and welcome to today's video, and happy Boxing Day everyone. Well, the day after Boxing Day, but you know, around that time. I'm trying to think I hope you all had a good Christmas Day, Boxing Day, Christmas Eve, the whole week. I hope it's been really good. I just realised I probably should have said that at the end of the video, Monday's video that's gone up. But I decided before you get my gratitude journal, I want to do something now that Christmas is technically done. We've got New Year approaching in less than a week. I thought that I would talk about books that are coming out next year that I'm excited about. I did a bit of research, so obviously a lot of these were on my Amazon wish list. I don't know a huge amount about a lot of them. I don't know if I'll be able to put in pictures because I'm having a bit of a problem with my storage. But what I will do is they're all on Amazon. All these books are on Amazon, on Waterstones, whatever you want to look for, they're all on there. So I'm not as technical as like a lot of people, but I'm me. Gotta love me. So there are 2 books coming out in January that I'm going to talk about. 1, 2, 3, 4 in February. 1, 2, 3 in March that I want to talk about. April's got 1, 2, 3, 4. May's got 1. June and July and August have all got 1 because I haven't gone too far ahead. But I want the ones that are in the latter sort of end of the month are ones that I'm really excited about, and again I had to include them in this video. So like I said, I don't know huge amounts of each of them. They're all by different authors that I love, and yeah, let's go ahead with it. This video might actually be quite short. So the first one that's coming out in January is actually the first one I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to do it on the order that I've written. Is Mary the First, Queen of Sorrows by Alison Weir. It's coming out in paperback in the middle of January, and I'm going to get it in paperback. Don't know if I'll do Waterstones. To be honest, I'll probably do Waterstones because I like getting my points now. It is the 3rd in one of the series she's written about standalone different key members of the Tudor family. I have read Elizabeth I. No, not Elizabeth I. I've read Elizabeth, Queen of the Doodah. I've read Henry VIII's mother's book. I've got Henry VIII's standalone book that I'm going to be reading in February. I was going to read it in January, but it's the last book that Alice bought me. So that for me, I just kind of holding off it. I don't know why I've had to sort of hold off reading it, and it felt very emotional. And also I wanted to read it close to getting Mary the First. So what I will do is, as to whether I get the Mary the First book in January, whether I get it in my February bit, because I've got January's book is going to be I'll probably end up getting it. But it's the book on King Henry VIII's daughter Mary, and it's her standalone story. She was Mary the First. She didn't reign for a huge amount of time, but I'm guessing this is her story from birth to death. And I'm really intrigued about how Alison Weir is going to do with it, because she was the Queen of Sorrows. She didn't have children. She would have loved to have children. She basically got demoted she was literally the apple of Henry VIII's eye for a lot of the first years of her life, for a long time. I think she was till she was a teenager. And then obviously Elizabeth was born, and Henry VIII just went off the rails and slept with everybody and had a million wives. So it will be intriguing to read, because I've read a lot of books about her sister Elizabeth. So it will be very exciting to read about Mary. But I had to wait until it came out in paperback because I've got the first 2 books in paperback, so I wanted to wait the 3rd one. That's the reason why I'll get it. The next book, the date keeps shifting. It was supposed to be the middle of bloody January, and then it's now been moved to the end of January, and that is Carving Shadows into Gold by Bridget Kemner, and it's the 2nd in the Forging Silver into Stars series, which is connected to the first series she wrote, which is the Cursebreaker series. And the Cursebreaker series is one that has obviously Cursed, Dark and Lonely, which is my favourite book, one of my favourite books ever, and that series is one of my favourites ever. It was a series of books that got me into fantasy. Now obviously I'm rereading Forging Silver into Stars in January, just so I can get myself into it, because I'm getting Shadows into Gold as soon as it comes out. Like I said, I'll pre-order it from Waterstones. I don't care, I'm doing it, I'm treating myself. And then what I will do is, I will do that, and then I will, what was I saying? I will literally read 40 into Silver Stars, and then in March I will be reading Carving Shadows into Gold. So it follows on from 14 Silver into Stars. I believe it has little Tycho, who was in the Cursebreaker series. It has characters in it from the Cursebreaker series, which I can't wait to go back to. It's a series I absolutely, thoroughly loved, and I don't think Bridget Kemner brought out any books last year, because she did 2 the year before. So I'm intrigued about how that's going to go. I'm intrigued about what she's going to do, what other books she was going to be bringing out. I do follow her on Instagram, but she hasn't talked about any other books that are coming out, so I don't really know what's going on. I look forward to, hopefully, she tends to do trilogies, so she will probably have a 3rd book in the series coming out. I just don't know when yet. So she's just finished the Defy the Night series, so I don't know what she's writing there. Looking forward to finding out. So now we come to February's books. February, the first one I want to talk about is a book that's coming out in paperback again. So I'm not in general going to be including that, but this one is very important to me, and that is My Favourite Mistake by Marion Keyes, and it is the last, or the most recent book in the Walsh family series, Walsh Sisters. I'm rereading the whole series in this next year. So I really wanted it in paperback. I have got one of the series in hardback, because I got it in the charity shop and I was like, do you know what, I need the series now. But if I find that in paperback, I'll probably swap it over. But I don't know much about which Walsh Girl's sister it is about. I think it's a revisit on one of the other ones, but I don't know much. It's the Walsh Girls, Marion Keyes, Walsh Family series. I'm really looking forward to going it. Can't wait to start the whole series again. So I will get it. As to whether I get it straight away, I don't know, because obviously I am reading the series, so I may not buy that one straight away, but it's on my radar. It will be getting got one way or another. It's on my Amazon wish list, but it's really weird. It's on my Amazon wish list, but I'm hoping to either get it. Apparently Waterstones are doing a Sprayed Edges edition, and I have this torn, which is it's going on my Amazon wish list, but I know that Waterstones are doing this book with the Sprayed Edges and it's pretty, so I don't know whether to take it off my Amazon wish list and hope and pray someone gets it for me for my birthday from Waterstone, or whether I just wait and take it off my wish list and just remember it and get it myself from Waterstones after my birthday if I get Waterstones vouchers. And this is The Sirens by Amelia Hart. I'm rambling, I didn't even tell you the book. It is set in 2 timelines, 1800 and 2019. I loved Wayward by Amelia Hart, which had 3 different timelines. It was witchy element. I don't know much about this, but I know that it looks beautiful. I believe it's got 2 lovely lead characters. I think there is something to do with siblings in it, sisters in it, which is really interesting. It looks absolutely beautiful, and it's one I'm really excited about. And I found it fire. I think I actually saw it on the Waterstones upcoming re-releases, and I was like, I'm getting that. Then we've got a book by an author we know I love. I don't know whether I'll rush to it or whether, again, the Sirens is one that I really want quite quickly. But the next one is Deep End by Annie Hazelwood. Annie Hazelwood books I keep them. I really love them. She's an author, but she brings out so many books. So as to how quickly I get it, I may wait until see if it goes in the Waterstones buy one get on half price offer, or if it goes in any of the other shops for a little bit cheaper. But Deep End is not. It kind of looks like it's one of her sort of a special writing in. It's about 2 ultra-focused elite athletes. So it's not the sort of science-based ones that she writes about, but this is sort of sounds like quite educated. And this is about the 2 elite athletes, and they're training for the Olympics. There's got to be some sort of competition. Don't know a huge amount. It's new release by Annie Hazelwood. I will get it. I like it. I actually originally saw that one on Charlotte from Coily Reads video. I think she was the one that talked about that. And then the next one is coming out, but again I won't be getting it straight away because I've got to get the second in the series. And this is Emily Wildness Compendium of Lost Tales by Heather Fawcett. I've got the first Emily Wild's books which I'm going to be reading. The second is on my wish list in paperback, so I will wait for this one to come out in paperback. But it is out, so it is going to be good. It's on the radar that if I like it, if I do like it, then maybe I want to collect the whole series. I might end up getting it in hardback. But it is a book that does interest me. It's 3rd in the series. I'm interested to start the series. But I am, because it's fairies, I'm kind of wanting to start it in March. So I have a bit of time to get the other books. So it won't be rushed to get that one. Now in March, which is my birthday month, I've got 3 books. 2 of them I'm not sure how much I'm going to rush with. Yeah, none of them are like jabbing me. To be honest, the February books are jabbing me more than the March ones. The first one is Oathbound by Tracy Deonn. It's third in the Legend Bound series, but it's coming out in hardback, and she didn't do that with your first 2 books. And that's annoyed me a bit, because I've got Bloodmarked and Legendborn in paperback. I can't get that one in hardback. So whether I borrow it from the library, if it comes out in the library, and read it, and then read it straight away, and then get my own copy, which sometimes I do that now. I'm now realising that it's okay to do it that way, or whether I wait. But it's third in the series. I did really enjoy it. I loved the first book. The second book had Sandwich Syndrome, which was the second book in the series, Syndrome, and I didn't like it as much, so I'm hoping I like the third one. The next book is a book that Charlie from Charlie Book Reads recommended in one of her Charlie and Charlie Christmas Crackers, and that is Hidden Treasures by Jessie Burton. It's a historical fiction, kind of middle grade-ish, mixed with a bit of fantasy, middle grade book. Jessie Burton, I love her books. It looks really pretty. It's coming out in March. Who knows where I get it or not? That's not one I'm rushing for. And now, I haven't even read the first Whisperwicks book. Now, Charlie and Jack and a lot of other people have loved, and both Charlies have loved Whisperwicks. I haven't even read it yet. I think Charlie might get it for me, I'm not sure. But it's the first book. The second book is coming out in hardback as well. And that is The Impossible Trials by Jordan Lee. All I know is that both Charlies have loved Whisperwicks. It was one of the best Christmas presents, best birthday presents apparently I ever bought Charlie. But my mum didn't love it. Controversy. The second book is coming out in March. I don't know any more than that. But I know it looks pretty. Both the Charlies look like the look of it. Let's see what happens. If I get the first book in hardback, then I might get the second book in hardback. You never know. I still don't know what to do. They've got some pretty copies in Waterstone, so it's really hard. But April. Now, why the hell do authors do this? All the contemporary authors that I love. No, 3 of the contemporary authors that I love. Literally, 3 of my favourite contemporary authors are all bringing out books in my son's birthday month. And I feel guilty buying books on Thomas's birthday month. So, I can't believe they're all doing this. The first book that I know is coming out and that's been on my wish list for the longest is Swept Away by Beth O'Leary. It's a contemporary romance. I will be getting in hardback because I've got all of our other books bar Flatmate in Flatshare in hardback. I will be reading it ASAP. I know she had a year where she didn't get a book out last year. That's because she had a little one. But I know that this book has been raved about. It looks pretty in hardback. I want it in hardback. I will be getting it as soon as it comes out. The only problem is, I know the other 2 books I'm going to be getting as well. So Chris is going to officially hate me. I think I'm just saving up in March. The next book which will come out, which I'll be getting again straight away, is What If I Never Got Over You by Paige Toon. She is my first favourite contemporary author. I've got all of her books. I'm keeping them all. I've got all of Beth O'Leary's. These are like go-to authors. I buy straight away. I read very quickly. I don't wait for them. I literally read them as soon as I get them. All I know about the Paige Toon book is it's 3 days to fall in love, 6 years to try to forget. I always try and find characters. I know she has like little Easter eggs, I think they're called, where like they're books from characters from her previous book that she includes in these books. It's another reason why I love her books. The one that she's bringing out apparently is the one that broke her the most when she wrote it, which I'm preparing to cry again, which is not good. But it does look very pretty. It looks gorgeous. I can't wait to get it. The next one is one of my ones that's in hardback now, but I waited for it to come in paper because although I've got basically Jennifer Saint's books, I've got some in hardback and some in paperback. I haven't even read Atlanta, which I got given for Christmas by Charlie H last year. I haven't even read it yet. So there was no point me buying Hera when it was out in hardback when I haven't even read Atlanta yet. So it's out in paperback, Hera by Jennifer Saint. It's about heroes, I believe. It's a Greek fiction. I know I'm going to love it. I will be getting it. Maybe that one might not be got that month. That might be out of the 4 of them. That will probably be the one that will be got a bit later. So I won't be rushing for that one. And it is coming out in paper, so I might be able to find it on deal somewhere. And then the next one is, I'm sorry, page stream, but Heidi Swain has beaten you and is my new favourite author. And her next book, The Best Summer Ever, is out in April. It's connected to the Wimbrook series, which has got, the first book in that series has got disability rep in it. So I will be reading that first one in May. So even though I'm going to get it very quickly in April, I'm probably going to be reading it a little bit later down the line, because I'm going to have to save it because I want to read the first 2 books before I read the third. So I've got to kind of read them in order. I know what I'm like. I want to revisit the series, so, but I still want to get it straight away because apparently it affects their publishing doodahs. Like, I don't, you know what it's like. So if you buy a book as soon as it comes out, it affects their stats and something, and it does something nice for them. So I will get it because of that, because I want to do something nice for her, because she is she's probably one of my only authors that actually chats to me on Instagram. She comments on posts. She is one of the loveliest authors ever and one of the loveliest ladies, and I just think she deserves all the love. Then in May there was only one book coming out, but it's a book that sounds amazing and I will probably get it very quickly, and that is The Elopement by Jill Hornby. It's set in 1820 and it looks like it's all about Jane Austen's family, because it does fit. I think one of the lead characters in it is Fanny Knight, which is Jane Austen's niece, and it's all connected to that sort of side of the story. She wrote Miss Austen, she wrote another book, I can't even remember what the other book is. I know she wrote Miss Austen, which I loved. She's written some really brilliant books, but anything connected to Jane Austen, I will probably get that, and I'll probably read that in Jane Austen July. So as to whether I get it in May or June, I don't know, but I will be getting it to read in Jane Austen July. Then in June, another book that I'm super excited about is coming out, and that is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. It says contemporary, but it's kind of contemporary historical fiction, because it's set in the summer of 1980, the year after I was born. Yeah, we don't go about the 80s and now historical fiction. I don't like thinking about that. But it looks so good. It is coming out in hardback. I don't flipping care. I will get it in hardback because I've got most of our other books in hardback. I will be getting it quickly. As to how quickly, I don't know yet, but I will want it quickly because it looks like a summer book. So the fact it's set in summer means it'll have to be probably will get it in June. It might be my June treat, and then get it in June and read it in August because it just looks really pretty. And then July, Ali McNamara, one of my other favourite contemporary authors, is bringing out a book, Right Place, Right Time. And it's a romance, but it's not set in Cornwall like most of our other books. It's actually set in Cambridge. So it'll be intriguing. I don't think it connects this to our other books, but it does look really good. I like that. Again, she's an auto-buy author. I'll get in that and reading it straight away. Reading it within the next month or two, but one I'm really excited about. And then the last book, we don't know much about it, but it looks amazing, and that is a book that's coming out in August, and that is Boudicca's Daughter by Elodie Harper. I've just finished the Wolf Den trilogy. I bloody loved it. I will probably get Boudicca's Daughter in hardback because that series is just amazing. The last book blew me away. It is about Boudicca's daughter. It's set in the Roman times. Boudica was a massive Roman warrior. Don't know any more than that. It's Elodie Harper. It looks amazing. I cannot flipping wait. Right, now, I think, for starters, what books are coming out in next year that you're looking forward to? Please tell me, give me some recommendations about books that I should add to my wish list. They go on my wish list, not for you lot to buy or anyone to buy me as gifts, or even though, yes, I know I put my wish list, I'm rambling. I put them on my wish list so I know when they're coming out, I know what's out, and I know when to look for it. And I know what I need to get. That's me. It's my reference point. Sometimes I order from Amazon, but these days I do kind of order more from Waterstones because of my points. I'm a bit of a hoarder. I like to collect points. So yes, let me know what books are coming out that I should add. Let me know which books I need to be looking out for. I'd love to know. Because obviously these books are top of the star ratings. These are all books I'm super excited about. Do a star emoji because they're potentially going to be 5 stars books. They're all could potentially all of them be 5 stars. So do me a star emoji if you got to the end of this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, not subscribed it, ring on my ding-a-ling. I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.